Yo, what the fuck is up, everybody? How's everybody doing, man? I just wanted to come on here and say thank you guys so fucking much for all the fucking love and support that you guys have been giving the album. Thank you guys so fucking much for reaching the goal of 400 subscribers, man. I never thought that we would fucking get there, yo. I mean, I know it sounds so little, but to me, that's a lot, man. Like, that's everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So I really do appreciate it. And I love every single one of y'all. I wanted to come on here and I wanted to make this video a little bit ago, but the whole fucking thing got corrupt. So we gotta start over again. And without further ado, we're here. I want to say yet again, thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys have been giving the albums, I should say. From Your Medicine to Bombs Away, A-side, B-side, the collector's edition, and, the singles and the fucking features and shit, I wanted to get on here and I wanted to talk about the live shows, the albums, the features, and talk about the future of Your Medicine and where we're gonna go with that. So I want to start off first with the album, Bombs Away. I did not think that it was going to do as good as it did when it first dropped, but surprisingly it did pretty fucking good. So I was like, shit, fuck it, that's sick. To be honest, like, I knew it was going to do okay, but I didn't think it was going to do as good as it did. But I'm happy that it did do as good as it did. And I want to say that for Bombs Away, it was never supposed to be a like dissy record. It was just representing me stepping my foot in the game, because that's the first official album for Your Medicine Vault, because Underground OGMC is a mixtape, and it was originally supposed to be put out on Your Medicine, but I was like, you know what, fuck that, I don't want to do that. So that's how Your Medicine Vault got made. It was going to be for extra songs and extra shit that I made and didn't want to put on Your Medicine, so put it on Your Medicine Vault. And I wanted to put something out, so I put out the mixtape. And then I put out another mixtape called Battle Rap Volume 1, just, to hold you guys off a little bit till the album comes out. And Bombs Away is here. And like I said, it wasn't originally supposed to be a diss record. That's why there's an A-side and a B-side. Because Bombs Away represents, me yelling bombs away to the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, not bombs away on anybody in specific, but it's just, I'm here now, like, I'm leaving my fucking mark and I'm yelling bombs away on the game, and, I'm gonna make a place, like, I'm gonna leave my fucking mark. So that's what Bombs Away was represented for. And the B-side wasn't even a thing until I'd say like 3-4 days before the album even fucking dropped, because the B-side, which is getting more attention right now because of how fucking raw and aggressive it is, but I didn't want Bombs Away to be like that. And like I said, originally it wasn't supposed to be a B-side. It was gonna be a deluxe, because I didn't want Bombs Away to be like that. So it was just gonna be normal Bombs Away, Bombs Away Deluxe. There wasn't gonna be an A-side and a B-side, but I was like, you know what, I don't want to do a deluxe because it don't really fit. And I don't want to put a whole bunch of fucking singles out right after I dropped an album, because that's going to overshadow it. So it was like, okay, what if I yell Bombs Away on the game, but then I yell Bombs Away personally? And I was like, okay, I'm going to make an A-side, and I'm going to make a B-side. So the B-side was, obviously more personal, and it's more raw and aggressive because it's, it's personal, and going through every track on that album, obviously, personal shit happened. And I will kind of touch on that in a second, after I talk about the collector's edition, which that also wasn't supposed to be a thing, but I was like, man, I got these songs that I don't want to put out as singles because I just dropped A-side and B-side. And I was like, well, I could do a deluxe, but then I would have to put B-side on there as well. So I was like, all right, fuck it. It's a collector's edition. It's got every fucking track from A-side, B-side, collector's tracks. And there's a couple of tracks on there too where I'm getting personal again that didn't make it to the B-side, which those are Deal With It, because at the end of Man-Child, or Manhandled, is it Man-Child or Manhandled? Because Man-Child was the first name for the track. I think it's Manhandled. I think I went with Manhandled. I don't know, man. I got so many fucking songs. With Manhandled, at the end, Deal With It, Deal With It, Deal With It, and then it was gonna lead in to Deal With It. But I scrapped that because I was like, I don't really fuck with it. So I had that on the burner, and then I had What's the Difference? And I just had that as a demo. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna finish those. I'm gonna put those out. And then I'm gonna add a couple other songs for, the Don't Faze Me, the Back in My Old Ways, and Test Me. And Test Me was the first single from the collector's edition, which, I mean, shit, okay, whatever. But I was like, at this point, I'm just gonna fucking hit them up with all fucking collector's edition and leave it at that, because now I have no more tracks from the era of Bombs Away. So I was like, you know what, fuck, I'm just gonna throw it, collector's edition, boom, Bombs Away, done. They can enjoy that for a little bit, and we can move on to something else in the future. But for the time being, I really just wanted something that made up for the wait, because my first album was supposed to drop all the way back in August 2025, but I just didn't know where I wanted to go. Like, I had some of these songs written early as 26, late 25, and then some songs mid 26, and recently, so I was like, all right, I don't really fucking fully know where I wanted to go, what I wanted to sound. And then there was supposed to be an EP that came out, another kind of thing to hold you off, but then I was like, no, fuck the EP. I'm gonna get this shit out. I'm gonna get this shit rolling. And I did. I put out a lot of fucking music within like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But wanted to get that done and out the way. And I wanted to talk about the B-side. And while we're talking about the collector's edition, I'll also throw that in there too. But the B-side tracks, well, first, A-side is just me yelling bombs away on the game. You know, it's just me talking my shit. You know, you got a mix of rock and hip-hop and rap rock, and then you got some, like, party elements in there and shit. You know, you got some shit talking, you got some funny lines in there. You know, you got some uplifting tracks from there. Personally, my favorite is For All My Dogs, Runaway, and Who Is This? But for the B-side, obviously got the intro, which is a little freestyle, and then Manhandle, which I'm not going to say any names because I really don't want to, you know, promote drama after there was so much last year. So I'm just going to kind of be vague with it. If you listen to the music, you know what I'm talking about. You know, if you've been following for a while, you know what I'm talking about. But Manhandle is about, you know, obviously my uncle, I'll just say that, my uncle, who thinks it's okay to say everything he wants to say, and, you know, nobody is gonna fucking say anything back. And then his kid threw his hat in the ring and was like, this is not how a man handles conflict, you know, and I suggest you take down this post and blah blah blah, right? And I'm like, I'm not gonna take it down. I was respectful because if I learned one thing, that if you just sit here and you fucking talk shit to everybody, then it just starts more problems. So I was respectful with it, but I was also like dicky at the same time. Like, I wasn't like, fuck you, motherfucker, I ain't fucking taking down shit, you can suck my fucking dick, you all need to fucking die and shit, you know? Like, I was just like, look, man, because this is family, you know? I'm like, look, man, I love you, but we ain't fucking see you. You ain't call. You ain't come around. You got your own family and shit. I get that, but how come, you know, your dad can fucking do this and that and say this and make people upset, make people cry, make my aunt cry, make my fucking grandma feel shitty, make my fucking mom feel shitty, for somebody who got fucking ran out the fucking state. Somebody that made that fucking decision. Nobody's fault but that motherfucker's fault. That's all it is. And I just kind of had enough, you know? It got to a boiling point where I was just like, yo, I can't keep listening to shit, you know? Everybody kept telling me, like, you know, calm down, you know, don't say anything, but that's what kept the fucking problems. You know, nobody wanted to say anything, nobody wanted to do anything just to save some face. And I'm like, I'm not gonna save face. There's no reason for me to save face if it's just gonna keep happening. So I was like, I'm gonna say my piece. I'm gonna say what I have to say and keep it pushing, because one, you're not just gonna disrespect my family, my friends like that, and just think that everything's okay. So I put it in a track. And then follows Let's Talk Facts, where since, you know, his kid wanted to throw his hat in the ring, I was talking to his kid, but also going after his dad at the same time. because I'm like, it's okay for you to do this and for you to do that. And I was even going after my other fucking dickhead, air quote, uncle, which he's not even my fucking uncle. He's a fucking deadbeat. Rest in fucking piss Billy. And I was talking about Billy as well in the fucking track too, especially the very beginning of it, because one, fuck you, and then talking about Billy led into my other uncle, who was talking about Billy and how we're supposed to all just fucking suck up to him, and after everything he did, fuck that. And if you know that Billy was talking fucking shit about everybody, literally everybody in the family. And as soon as Papa died, started talking shit about him. Instead of showing up for his family, he went out, got drunk, got high, and proceeded to say how Papa wasn't his real dad and he doesn't care, and that he basically don't miss him. So I was like, all right. From that point on, I had a fucking problem with him. As soon as I fucking found that out, I had a problem with him. The same night you found out he died, you drank, got high instead of being with your fucking family. I get it, people cope differently. But then for you to proceed and keep on saying that he wasn't your dad and that you don't really give a fuck, man, fuck you. Fuck you. Because while your dad wanted to fucking pop himself, Papa stepped in and took care of you from a fucking baby. And now that he's dead, you're gonna turn around, you're gonna disrespect him like that? Fuck you. And then when we get into a fucking fight and all you do is snatch me up and you fucking threaten me, I'm still waiting for the fucking threat, by the way. Like, one, how it went was, I walked in the house. We said shit back and forth, right? Because I'm not going to get into all the extra shit. Like I said, if you know, you know. And he grabbed me by my shirt, and I backed up out of the house. And I was like, what the fuck are you going to do? And I pulled my knife out on him. I was like, that's all you're going to fucking do. That's all you're going to do is fucking touch me. Like, what I don't like is when motherfuckers tell me what they're going to do. Don't fucking tell me what you're gonna do to me. Just fucking do it. That's one thing that really fucking pisses me off. You're sitting here being like, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass, motherfucker. Like, to my face. If you're to my face and you're like, yo, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass, and you proceed to do jack shit and fuck all, then don't fucking say that you're gonna kick my fucking ass. Don't say that you're gonna fucking hurt me. So then from that point, he got in his car, he left, and he went back home. He quit his job, and he tried having family members take care of him. Send him money and shit, see if he can move in and shit, see if he could stay with them for a little bit, because he was losing his fucking apartment. And while he was doing that, he was also calling around other family members, talking about how I pulled a knife out on him, and he had to leave because he thought that I was gonna fucking stab him and that I was gonna fucking hurt him and shit, right? That I pulled a knife out on him, but he didn't say anything else about the shit that he said or that he did, or no, it was just me pulling out my fucking knife on him. That's all. And everybody was like, no. Everybody was like, no, fuck you. And I started telling people about the shit that Billy was saying, the shit that Billy was doing, and everybody was like, what the fuck? Nobody wanted to help him after that. Nobody fucking helped him. Not even his own fucking mom helped him. Nobody wanted anything to fucking do with him. And while he's sitting here calling other fucking family members, and he's like trying to get these fucking people to hate me, it was the opposite effect. Everybody was like, no, like, Billy, you did this yourself. You're doing it yourself. I can't help you. I won't help you, right? So, I start telling family members the whole story. And everybody was like, yeah, no, he's completely lost his fucking shit. He's off his rocker. And after that, nobody fucking helped him. Nobody fucking helped him. Nobody wanted to talk to him. Nobody wanted to see him. Nobody helped him. So he quit his job, lost his house, had to move in with his kid. And keep in mind, he's like almost in his 60s, right? So he lost his job, lost his house, no money, had to move to a different state because nobody here wanted to fucking deal with him. And I say that's thanks to me. Because one, why the fuck would you try doing the shit and saying the shit and pulling the shit that you pulled? And then when people find out about it, you want to get pissed at them because they don't want to help you. And this was like right after Papa died. Right after. And I'm saying all this because of a track that comes later on in the B-side, where I'm talking mad shit, right? So Daryl's trying to make us feel bad about Billy and his life choices, right? So I was like, all right, bet, let's talk facts. So I start talking about Billy, and I start talking about my uncle's kid, and then I start talking about my uncle, and then I start talking about his wife, and then I talk about his other kid, who's a fucking pedophile, who literally sent a 17-year-old, while he's almost in his 30s at the time, a dick pic. A dick pic. Wanted to see his bulge. He wanted to see his dick. He wanted to know where he should come in. And guess who he fucking sent that to? Sent that shit to me. I was 17 years old. October 5th. And I blasted his fucking shit. Not once, but twice. No, not once, not twice, 3 times. Facebook, YouTube the first time, and then just recently this time. Because we're bringing shit up, and we're bringing shit up. So I blasted their whole shit. I left them with those 2 tracks, and that's all I had to say on them, right? And then Confession was a track that I just wrote. I had it written, and I was like, you know what? I don't know where to fit it. I'm not going to put it anywhere. I'm just going to slap it on the fucking B-side because it fit. Same with Stuck. I love those 2 tracks. Those 2 are my favorite tracks from the B-side, right? And then Emergency Surgery. That's about Billy. And that's a real track too. I did write that while he was in emergency surgery. We just found out about it. And I actually, I wrote that song right after I found out about it while shitting. So that just shows how much I give a fuck. And then outro, I was really big on listening to the outro on Obi Trice's album, First Rounds on Me. And I was like, holy fuck, I love this outro. I fucking love this track. Because I related to it. I related to it so fucking much. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cover that. And I covered it, and I put it on the B-side. And I think it was a pretty good outro for that album, for that B-side. And if you ask me, I think that was a perfect way to end off the albums together, because, you know, even in Bombs Away A-side, you know, I'm still, you know, yelling Bombs Away on the game, and, you know, I know that it's gonna be hated, that I've been hated, but that I'm gonna get love no matter what, so it don't really matter, because I'm still always gonna be on point, you know. I'm always gonna be on top, and not on top of, like, you know, I'm better than everybody else, you know, like, I'm gonna be on top of my game, is what I mean. Because I know there's some motherfuckers in this game that would wash me up, straight up fucking wash me. So I know that there's motherfuckers I can't even touch. But after that, I was like, you know, obviously about the collector's edition. You know, I had tracks that, you know, like I said, they were on the side, that were supposed to be on the A side and the B side, but didn't make it there, so all of that shit. And I'm kind of excited that the Bombs Away eras, you know, not era, but like albums and shit are finished, because those were such a pain in my fucking ass to finish. It was a shit show. It was supposed to be out months ago, but whatever, shit just don't work like that. But I'm happy that it's out now. The live shows are gonna start coming over there. And for Your Medicine, I'm going to take a break for the live shows after September. Or what I might do is combine them, where it's Your Medicine X, Your Medicine Vault, and there's tracks from Your Medicine and Your Medicine Vault on there, and each channel gets 5 tracks. So I don't know, we'll see where we go with that. But man, thank you guys so much for sitting here listening. I'm sorry that it took a while for the video to come out, but it's here now. Yet again, want to wrap up. Thank you everybody who supported me. I want to shout out a few people. Again, I want to shout out Munga. I want to shout out Sid. I want to shout out Landon. I want to shout out Gabe. I want to shout out Red Bull the Devil. Man, these motherfuckers helped make the album what it is, and then fucking supported me, and, you know, helped with the music and shit. So hats off to them. I fucking love every single one of them, man. Like I said, thank you guys so much for listening. It really does mean a lot to me. Here's to 100 more. I love y'all. See you in the next one. See ya.